excited to have you here tonight for our underclassmen's end of year, which is called CASA Works, spelled W-E-R-K-S. So we hope you enjoy that. I just wanted to give a quick shout out to everyone at Whitaker that was so generous and contributed to this process. I'd also like to thank my two interns, Willow and Sylvie, who is backstage, for their hard work, and my students as well. And now I'm going to hand it over to Willow for just some trigger warnings before we get started.
Hi, I'm Willow. This show may be triggering to some audience members. The trigger warnings mentioned are the following. Loud noises such as yelling and gunshots, mention violence and fake stage violence, implies suicide, mild homophobia and sexism, and mentions of SA. Enjoy the show!
Welcome to CASA Works.
We're your MCs
tonight.
I'm Aiden.
And I'm Kara. We are CASA freshmen, and we're so excited to MC tonight. Strap in for a fun night full of emotions, happy to sad, and anything in between. We have been spending the past 2 months hand-selecting, workshopping, and tagging these pieces for you from published plays.
Buckle up and get ready for the ride of a lifetime. Or should I say, a work of a lifetime. How Black Mothers Say I Love You by Trey Anthony. Daphne, a hardworking mother, left her daughters in Jamaica for 6 years to build a better life in America. Now, facing a health crisis, she leans on her church and beautiful daughter nearby. However, the unexpected arrival of activist Claudette stirs up buried past family ghost, igniting a desire for unconventional love before it's too late.
It was her, wasn't it, Jenna?
It was stupid of me to call, but I just wanted to hear her voice. She has this cute way of saying hello. It's like, hello. Not like, hello, but more like a final statement.
So what'd she say?
Nothing. I just needed to hear her voice. I had forgotten what she sounded like, and I don't want to forget.
You're leaving?
Yep.
No talking and through no goodbyes? This feels familiar. So should I expect a call next 3 years? 5? Or depending on 3, maybe 10?
You know I hate goodbyes, and I was gonna call you from the airport. I swear.
You promise.
You know me and Jenna. We used to dance in the kitchen. We had a walk-in closet, and we would dance in the closet. We used to joke. 2 lesbians dancing in the closet. No music or nothing. And I would make up these silly songs and sing them to her. And we would laugh and laugh. Our favorite song was, oh my God, I can't believe I can't remember it. It went, she's so funny and beautiful and does it, damn, what was it? I'm starting to forget, and I don't want to forget. Like, how does she like her coffee? 1 sugar, 2? Was it the lower tooth that was chipped, or was it the front one? Her smell. Which side of her lips she bit on when she was mad? Was it the left or the right? She never wore lipstick, and she had beautiful lips.
She sounds amazing.
She is! And I can't believe I'm forgetting her. I just can't. I have to remember.
If it's in the past, why don't you remember it now?
You just don't forget people who are important to you. That's not okay. So I want to remember, okay?
It's fine, I people remember things differently. Because everything you remember about her is always so bad.
You don't remember because you were too young and you had me to look after you. But she was a lousy mom. All she ever cared about was herself and Chloe. For 6 years, she left us thought about us and thought that it would be okay to come back and pick up where she left us, and it's not. And that's not a memory, it's a fact.
Well, here's some more facts. Do you remember the first winter we got here? She had one pair of tennis shoes. And she used to stuff them with music to keep her feet warm. That was the same winter you got 2 pairs of matching mittens, a hat, a scarf, and boots. Or do you not remember that?
I don't know what.
Or do you remember where you insisted for your high school graduation that you need to make $300 dress? So she got another job on top of the other 2 she already had. So apropos, her fingers used to bleed, and she kept on so to get the money for your damn dress. Or do you not remember that?
I got a plane to catch.
You always have someplace to go. No one I did love you. Because no one can ever do enough for you. Love you in the ways you loved.
Don't bring Jenna into this, okay?
But when you were there, wasn't that was it? Something was always missing. And it's the same thing with Mom, too. No matter what you did or how hard she tried to love you, something was always missing.
That's not true. I don't
Really, if it's not true, then why are you at home with Jenna right now? And Keith, you broke up with him 5 days after you proposed.
You know I wasn't ready for that kind of commitment.
Please, anytime someone chooses that they need you, you run. You've never gotten over the fact that she left you behind. And you're so damn worried that everyone's gonna leave you, that you leave before they leave you. Your mother is dying. And this time when she leaves, she really isn't coming back. So do you really want to leave before she does? Do what you do best. Leave.
She doesn't want me here.
She never said that.
She doesn't have to.
Reasons to Be Pretty by Neil LaBute, a love story that explores the impossibility of love through Greg's adoration for his girlfriend, Steph. However, his casual mention of her physical imperfection leads to chaos. This romantic drama delves into body image within its effects on American society.
Oh, so now you want me to say it.
If you need to so bad.
I thought you didn't want me to, but you said it was stupid.
That was before.
Before?
Yeah, before.
Before what?
Before you pissed me off.
Oh, I see. Before I piss you off, you're pissed off now?
And again with the mouth.
God, you are such a prick, Greg.
My God, this is like a Chris Rock concert or something. With all the...
You act like...
Can we not make the entire building aware of your psychotic break with reality?
Die, screw you!
Okay, I'm not about to stand around here and take this. I won't throw the fish in the toilet again. It's not like I'm gonna be surprised.
Don't you?
I'm not about to stand around here and get abused like this.
Don't you even.
You have a real issue with your temper there, Steph.
Don't you even.
You're acting a little like one of those chicks from the 70s who started taking shots at President Ford or someone. A freaking nutcase!
Shut up, ass weasel.
I mean,
You bonehead.
you're crazy, a goddamn loon.
Tell me what you said.
No,
Tell me. I just want you to say it and then I'll stop.
no, you're...
Say it.
I didn't say it! How did this happen? Why are you such a freak? I mean, this is a serious personality that you've got there.
Say it to me. Say it. Say it now.
I'm serious. I'll call the police. It'll be me this time, not the neighbors.
Then say it to me. Say it. Just do it and then I'll quit.
Fine.
Fine.
It's almost a quarter over.
Prick, do it. Go.
I will.
Then do it.
I'm going to.
Then
Stop. Okay. Ken said something about a new girl at work. A younger gal who just got hired. She's not on our division, but over in the shipping office. He thought she was hot. Said she was pretty, and I agreed. That was it. Really.
That's it.
Yeah. And no big deal. I mean, he's always had an eye out for, you know, whatever. And I was just agreeing. I don't know why she's got to be saying something about me starting up trouble. I mean, I wasn't the guy talking shit about some other, you know, think about it.
I see. And nothing about me? You didn't say anything about me compared to her. Nothing.
I don't think I said anything.
No.
No?
Or anything like that at all. You've got this far. Don't mess it up now.
I didn't. Okay. What I said was, I said this. I said, maybe Steph hasn't got a face like that girl's. Maybe her face is just Regular. But I wouldn't trade her for $1 million. Something like that.
Oh,
You know,
uh,
I just...
regular.
Yeah, I guess I'm... Yeah, regular.
Okay.
See, I never said ugly.
Uh-huh.
I just...
Yeah, that's what Carly said to me just then. Those exact words.
All right then. Which was never meant as any sort of comparison.
No?
It wasn't
Really?
at all. It was more of like a point of contrast. With you is the good thing.
I see. Well, guess what?
It happened! Oh boy. Oh boy.
Danny in the Deep Blue Sea by John Patrick Shanklin. In the Bronx, two societal rejects, Danny and Roberta, have a halting conversation. He's brooding and prone to violence. She's divorced and guilt-ridden. With her troubled son under her parents' care, it's an explosive study of alienation with a force on redemptive power of love.
I made my father into garbage. I made myself that way too. It's all wrong. My mother don't know what happened to me, but she knows because it stinks so bad. I can hear her praying all the time, crazy, whining, praying like needles. And when she's not praying, she's looking around like she wants something, but she ain't looking for anything and she won't look at it. At the floor, the wall, anything. Not me. And my kid. I did that, and I have a kid. I had no right to do what I did. It was too bad a thing to do. There is no happy thing possible because of me. This is my house. This is my garbage. I can't leave this house because it's my crime. I did whatever I wanted, and it killed my whole family. I don't need to spill my poison any further than I already have. You hear me? It's over. I'm through screwing everything up. I went out last night because I couldn't stand being in this room anymore. I couldn't stand being by myself anymore, with myself anymore. I talked to you because I had to talk to somebody. Somebody, and there you were so messed up you might listen. And you did listen. And I thank you for it. And last night, I slept so sweet for the first time in 100 years. Because you were good to me. You talked nice. But that's it, man. That is strictly it. Because this is my house, and I gotta live in it. I got a badness in me. I did what I did to my father and my family because I got a big, mean, bad feeling in me that led to break and hurt, and I'd break and hurt you just the same. Just the same as I did them. You ain't nothing to me. You ain't dog shit on my shoes. Get out of here, freak, with your crazy fights. Go back to the cave you crawled out of. Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out!
The Audition by Don Solis. A new theater student introduces a chorus line to the high school. With hopeful spanning from shy to outrageous and deep like determination, everyone gets a shot at the spotlight. It's a humorous and heartbreaking exploration of audition madness and the actor's quest for the perfect role.
My life by Carrie. My life is the most wonderful thing. My life is, when I was 10 years old, the school play. We're doing this play our teacher wrote about Winnie the Pooh. I was Tigger. Probably because I was pretty hyper. I even got to sing a song about Tiggers. I was so excited, I stayed after school every day. Then I learned my lines in the first week. And every night at home, I would sing my song about Tiggers and how they're made out of rubber and everything. Our school didn't have a lot of money, but my friend's mom gave me a costume and we had a lot of fun. And I felt really good about it. I mean, I felt amazing. It was like my whole life I was looking for something I was good at. Then all of a sudden, here it was, I was going to be Tigger. I couldn't run fast. I wasn't good at math. I couldn't even spell. But when I sang that Tigger song, I was proud. So the day the show came, and I was backstage in my Tigger costume, and I was really nervous. I had to feel like every 5 minutes. And then I went out there on stage. The lights were really bright. And I could see the outline of all these heads out there. And I could hear them. And I did my song. And I just put everything I had into it. And I wasn't nervous anymore. I was happy. And when I finished, the whole audience applauded for me. For me, I had never been applauded for anything my whole life. And then, after the show, all the parents were coming up and hugging their kids. Even the kids who played charades. I remember this dad came up and he was like, "You're the most realistic tree of all of them." And everyone was there. And there were all these flowers. And I looked around for my mom. And I kept looking around for her. And I kept looking. And then everyone started to go home. And I was still there. And I was still in that stupid Tigger costume. I asked her later why she didn't come to my show. And she said, "What show?" I was really good too.
The Chosen Hour by Lillian Helen. A school's lie about her headmistress leads to the ruin of their lives and careers.
This play delves into homophobia and explores themes of family, loyalty, and community responses to rumors.
It's dark so early now. Where's Joe?
Gone.
Will he be back in time for dinner?
No.
We'll save dinner for him then.
Karen, what's the matter? He won't be back anymore.
You mean he won't be back anymore tonight?
He won't be back at all.
What happened? What happened, Karen?
He thought we'd been lovers?
I don't believe you.
All right.
I don't believe it. He's never said a word all these months, all during the trial. Didn't you tell him, for God's sake, didn't you tell him it wasn't true?
Yes.
He didn't believe you?
I guess he believed me.
Then what have you done?
What had to be done?
It's all wrong and silly. He'll be back in a little while and you'll clear it all up. Oh, God, I wanted that for you so much.
Don't. I feel sick to my stomach.
Oh, Ron, what's happened to us? What's really happened to us?
I don't know. I want to be sleepy. I want to go to sleep.
Go back to Joe. He's strong. You don't understand. It's too much for you this way.
Just stop talking about it. Let's pack up and get out of here. We'll take a train in the morning.
The train to where?
I don't know. Someplace, any place.
A job, money,
In a big place we can get something to do.
They know about us. We've been
A
famous.
small town then.
They know more about us.
Isn't there anywhere to go?
No, there'll never be any place for us to go. We're bad people. We'll be sitting for the rest of our lives wondering what's happened to us. You think this scene is strange? We'll get used to it. We'll be here for a long time.
But this isn't a new sin they tell us we've done. Other people aren't destroyed by it.
They are people who believe it, who want it, who chosen it. We aren't like that. We don't love each other.
Yes.
I don't love you. We've been very close to each other, of course. I loved you like a friend, the way thousands of women feel about other women.
Yes.
Certainly, that doesn't mean anything. There's nothing wrong about that. It's perfectly natural that I should be fond of you, that I should...
Why are you saying all this to me?
Because I love you.
Yes, of course.
I love you that way. Maybe the way they said I loved you. I don't know.
Stop it.
Listen to me!
What?
You've got to hear it. I can't keep it any longer.
Stop.
There's always been something wrong, always as long as I can remember, but I never knew it until all this happened.
Just stop it.
You're afraid of hearing it. I'm more afraid than you.
I won't listen to you.
Take your hands down. You've got to know when I can't keep it any longer. You've got to know how guilty I feel.
You're guilty of nothing.
I've been telling myself that since the night we heard the child say it. I can't anymore. It's there. I don't know how. I don't know why, but I did love you. I do love you. I resented your marriage, maybe because I wanted you, maybe because I wanted you all along. Maybe I could have called it by name. Maybe it's been there ever since I first knew you.
It's a lie. You're telling yourself a lie. We never thought of each other that way.
No, of course you didn't, but who says I didn't? I never felt that way for anybody but you. I never loved a man. I never knew why before. Maybe it's that.
You're tired and sick.
It's all wrong. It's mixed up. There's something in you and you don't know it and you don't do anything about it. There is a big difference between us now, Karen. I feel all dirty and can't stay with you anymore, darling.
Oh, this isn't true. You've never said it. We'll forget it by tomorrow.
Tomorrow? That's a funny word. Karen, we have to invent a new language as children do without words like tomorrow.
Just go and lay down, Martha. You'll feel better.
Picnic by William A.
Set in small town Kansas, this story follows ordinary Americans, including hopeful widows, embittered spinsters, idealistic teenagers, and restless wanderers.
Themes of sexuality, repression, rites of passage, and disappointment are explored.
Everyone around here gets to dress up and go places except for me.
Alan said he'd try and find you a date for the picnic tonight.
I don't want Alan asking me those crazy boys in town to take me.
Beggars can't be choosers.
You shut up.
Madge, that was me. Nobody dancing at the big building tonight. We really should have a date too.
If she wants a date, why doesn't she dress up and act decent?
Because I'm going to dress up and act the way I want to, and if you don't like it, you know what you can do?
Always complaining that she doesn't have any friends. But she smells so bad people don't want to be near her.
Madge, la-di-da. Madge is the pretty one, but she's so dumb. They almost had to burn the schoolhouse down to get her out of it.
That's not so.
Oh, isn't it? You would have never graduated if it hadn't been for Jumpin' Jeter. Who is Jumpin' Jeter? Teaches history. Kids call him Jumpin' Jeter because the pretty girls in his class make him so jumpy. He was flipping Madge till she went into and cried. I just don't know what I'll do if I don't pass history.
Mom, she's making that up.
Like what I am. Couldn't even pass Miss Cindy's course in shorthand, and you have to work at the dimes.
You are a goon.
Madge, you slut! You take that back or I'll kill you! Millies, Madge! Girls will stop it! What will the neighbors say? Nobody's gonna call me a goon and get by with it. You have called her worse names. She's pretty. It doesn't matter what names I call her. Names don't hurt her at all.
Poor Millie. That's all I hear. Poor Millie. And poor Millie went and won herself a scholarship for 4 whole years of college.
A girl like Millie can need confidence in other ways.
Mom,
Yes?
do you love Millie more than me?
Of course not.
Then why do you act as if you did?
Madge, listen to me. You were the first born. Your father thought the sun rose and set in you. He used to carry you on his shoulders for all the neighbors to see. But when Millie came, things were just different.
How?
They were just different. Your father wasn't home much of the time. He found other things. The night Millie was born, he and a bunch of his wild friends went to the roadhouse.
Was he sorry?
He was always sorry. And I always forgave him. Our life was a succession of fights and endearments.
Anyway, you loved him.
What if I did? It takes more than love to keep people happy.
Mom,
Yes,
what good is it to be pretty?
well, pretty things are rare in this life.
But what good is it?
Well, pretty things like sunsets, rubies, and flowers. pretty girls too. They're like billboards telling us that life is good.
But where do I come in?
What do you mean?
What if I'm tired of being looked at?
Don't talk so selfish.
It's no good to be pretty. It's no good.
The Food Chain by Nikki Silver. Amanda, a poet, has been married for 3 weeks, but her husband, Ford, has been missing for 2?
Seeking help, she calls a crisis hotline and talks to B, a volunteer. Responding by minimizing Amanda's concerns, sharing her own issues about her deceased husband's neglect, her son's embarrassing behavior, and offering humorous yet ineffective advice.
I was reading the paper when the waiter came over and asked me if I was alone. Well, it was obvious that I was alone. I was sitting there in a booth by myself. Did he think I thought I had an imaginary friend with me? No, I was alone. Did he have to rub it in? Was he trying to be funny? Did he think that he was in some way better than me? It was in his tone. He said, "Are you alone?" But what he meant to say was, "You're alone, aren't you?" And I can't imagine he's not alone every single day of his miserable, pathetic life. He has terrible skin, and it's not attractive. Not in the way bad skin, or at least the remnants of bad skin, are attractive on some people. On some men. It's never attractive on women. Have you noticed that? Just one more example of the injustices we are forced to suffer. If we have bad skin, we're grotesque. Let a man have bad skin, and he can be Richard Barton, for God's sake. I hate being a woman. I've strayed. The point is, this waiter has terrible skin and greasy hair, and his breath stinks of something dead, and he insults me with his breath and his tone of voice and asks if I'm alone. I feel my face go flush, and I want to rip his head off. I'd like to pull his hair out, only I'd never be able to get a decent grip. It looks as if it hasn't been washed in a decade. I want to take my butter knife and stab into his sunken, caved-in chest. But I simply respond, "No, I'm married, thank you." I realize now, of course, that my answer was illogical. I realized that it was inappropriate, but at the time it was all I could think to say. Well, he leans back, and really, in the most supercilious manner, he leers at me and intones, "I meant, are you eating alone?" I knew what you meant! I knew what you meant! I don't know why I said what I said. I just said it. He made me sick. I hope he dies. I shouted, "I knew what you meant!" And I'm not a person who shouts, generally. I don't like shouting. It hurts to shout, and it hurts to be shouted at.
Noted Providence by Edward Allen Baker.
A story about a painful domestic crisis between brother and sister who are uncovering old wounds on the last day of their father's life.
When I got back, I had the pizza and the nails, and I opened the door. I opened the door, and it was real dark. Just heard the big clock there, ticking. I turned on the light, that panther light in the living room, and I saw your blouse ripped up, and your shorts, and your bra. I got afraid. I saw your legs sticking out from the kitchen, and your legs had marks, and you were so still. I was so scared. I backed out, still had the pizza in my hands, and I just backed out through Warren's yard over to Richard Street. I couldn't stop. My head was pounding, and I dumped the pizza
and I pulled the fire alarm. I don't know why, but I did, and I did it on every street. And I went out to the bay and listened to the sirens. They were everywhere. When I got back and saw the cop cars and saw the cops had Dad pinned to the floor because he wanted to go out and kill the guy that did. Jean told me what happened and that you weren't dead, and I'll never forget the look. The look that Dad had on his face and the way Mom was shaking. Nobody was the same after that. When they caught the guy and brought him to court, I went because I thought the guy, that asshole, I thought he'd tell about me or something, but he never even got up to say anything. And the way those lawyers yelled at you and so many times, Dad told me that it was his fault because he couldn't keep a steady job, and if he had a lot of money, it wouldn't have happened, and if he had a lot of money, he could have got a good lawyer. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I am so sorry, Carol. I am so sorry. I couldn't do anything right after it. I don't know, it strained my brains out. Anything to stop the feeling I had in my head. So many times, Dad told me about his Miss America, and I killed him. I ruined you. I am just shit. I'm sorry.
Beyond Stairs by Christopher Durang. Prudence and Bruce are two Manhattanites looking for love, stability, and sanity. On the advice of his therapist, Bruce places a personal ad in the newspaper. On the advice of her therapist, Prudence answers it. At first, it seems as though the two could not be less than for each other, but they and their therapist continue to bring the two together.
Hello.
Are you the white male, 30 to 35, 6'2", blue eyes, who listens to rock music and quiet evenings at home?
Yes, I am.
Hi, I'm Prudence.
I'm Bruce.
Nice to meet you.
Won't you sit down?
Thank you. As I said in my letter, I've never answered one of these before.
Right. Me neither. I mean, I haven't put one in before. I hope I'm not too macho for you.
No. So far, you seem wonderful.
You have wonderful breasts.
Thank you.
You have beautiful contact lenses.
Thank you. I like the timbre of your voice. Soft and firm.
Thanks. I like your voice.
Thank you. I love the smell of the brew you're wearing.
Thank you. My man lover Bob gave it to me.
What?
I swing both ways, actually. Do you?
I don't know. I always insist on the lights being out.
I'm afraid I've upset you.
No, it's nothing really. It's just that I hate gay people.
I'm not gay. I'm bisexual. There's a difference.
I don't really know any bisexuals.
Children are all innately bisexual, you know?
Bro.
You have wonderful eyes. They're so deep.
Thank you.
I feel I want to take care of you.
Thank you.
In some ways, you're like a little girl. You're like a woman.
How am I like a woman?
You dress like a woman. You wear eyeshadow like a woman.
You're like a man. You're tall. You have to shave. I feel like you could protect me.
I'm deeply emotional. I like to cry.
Oh,
but I like to cry.
I don't think men should cry unless something falls on them.
That's a kind of sexist.
Don't talk to me about sexism. You're the one that talked about my breasts the minute I sat down.
I think I'm gonna cry now.
Cry.
I feel you don't like me enough. I think you're making eyes at the waiter.
I haven't even seen the waiter. Please don't cry. Please.
I feel better after that. You have a lovely mouth. I feel you're very sensitive. I think you can take care of my children.
Thank you.
Do you feel ready to make a commitment?
I feel like I need to get to know you better.
I feel we agree on all the issues. I think you love rock music and quiet evenings at home. I bet you hate shallowness. I even bet you haven't read People's Magazine.
I do read it. I read for it.
Me too, actually. I sent the letters. They printed one of them out.
Oh, what was it about?
I wanted to see Gary Gilmore executed.
Oh. Yes, I remember that one.
I want to cry again.
I don't like men to cry. I want them to be strong.
You're quite like Bob then.
Who?
You know.
Oh.
Let's start over. I'm Bruce.
Hello.
Prudence, that's a lovely name.
Thank you.
That's a lovely dress.
Thank you. I like your necklace. It goes nicely with your chest hair.
Thanks. I like your nail polish.
I have it on my toes too.
Let me see. I feel it's wonderful you feel free enough to put your feet on the table.
I didn't put my feet on this table. I put 1 foot. I was hoping you might get the waiter's attention.
We agree. It's amazing. I'm gonna cry again.
Please. You're annoying me. What's the matter?
I feel you're too dependent.
I'm not dependent.
You're right. I'm wrong. We agree.
What kind of childhood did you have?
Nuns. I was taught by nuns. They really ruined me.
Oh.
I feel ready in my life to make a long-term commitment. I want to marry you. Everything will be wonderful.
I don't feel ready to make a long-term commitment to you. I think you're insane. I'm leaving.
Please don't go.
I don't think I should stay.
Don't go. They have a salad bar.
Let's go.
Maybe for a little while longer.
Oh. This is hard to watch.
You're afraid of life, aren't you?
Oh my.
Your instinct is to run away. You're afraid of feeling, of emotion. Have you ever seen Equus? The doctor felt it was better to blind 8 horses with a metal spike in a stable than to have no passion. In my life, I will not be afraid to blind any horses, Prudence.
You ought to become a vet.
You missed the metaphor.
I haven't missed a metaphor. I made a joke.
You completely missed the metaphor. I can never love someone who's missed the metaphor.
Someone should have you committed.
I'm not the one afraid of commitment. You are.
Oh, dry up.
I was going to have a fine dinner with you, then take you to see the tree of wooden claws, and then home to my place for sexual intercourse. But now I think you should leave.
You're not rejecting me, buddy. I'm rejecting you. You're a real first-class A.
You're a castrated frigid skank.
Absolutely nothing seems to get that waiter's attention, does it?
I love you, Aiden! That was amazing.